What's up, G.I. Joe fans? Welcome back to the M.I.B. Master Museum. I'll be your curator today. And guys, we got a fun one for you. A blast from the past, if you will. And one of my favorites, because it's from the Vietnam era. From all the way from 2001, we bring you the G.I. Joe Vietnam Door Gunner. And this is the introduction of the new superposable G.I. Joe body. This is one of the first figures to have the new superposable body that Hasbro came out with. Let's bring this guy in. What isn't there to like about this particular G.I. Joe, this Vietnam Door Gunner G.I. Joe? Everything from the head sculpt to the outfit, everything is scale correct. He's got his bullets back there. He's got his big gun, door gun, right here. This guy sat in the side of the helicopter to cover the nurses and wounded as they were making their way to the choppers. It was his job to make sure he would lay down cover with his weapon to get people to safety, to get them inside the chopper safely and on their way, which was albeit a thankless job, because he was right out there to be killed if he wasn't really on top of his game. But needless to say, just a phenomenal figure. You see, he's got his revolver back there, and this just shows you that this is Hasbro is on top of their game as far as keeping it the right era, everything. 'Cause that's a revolver, you know. He's got his body armor on. That pouch on the front. Guys, if you're just joining us, visiting the channel, please like and subscribe. It helps the channel. This is what we do all day, every day. We sit back, we relax, we talk about awesome G.I. Joes and other cool collectibles. There's his dog tags, boots on. And this is what we do. We have a lot of fun. I love the helmet. I picked this guy up back in 2001 from a Target. I was just out with some friends, and I saw this Joe and about 4 other G.I. Joes. So I made a huge G.I. Joe purchase that day in Target, all the way back in 2001. I couldn't help myself. I can't leave any Joes behind. So I picked this guy up, but this was one of the first guys that I saw that got my attention. I looked, I said, wait a second, I don't have this guy. I don't have that guy. I don't have that guy. So I got to putting G.I. Joes in the shopping cart, and this guy has been with us. Our Vietnam Door Gunner has been with us ever since 2001. He's been here in the museum collection room. This particular figure is, like I said, he's one of my favorite Joes. He's from the Vietnam era, and I do a lot of history and background work in that particular era. So he stays in our main collection room. He'll never go to the archives for any reason. We pretty much baby this figure, keep him dusted off and cleaned. We do that to all of our figures, but you know. Let's turn this guy around to the side. Here's a great shot of the figure. Now, if that's not a cool shot right there, I don't know what is. Talk about laying down fire. Just beautiful. I wish that G.I. Joe would have came out with a helicopter. And if you agree with me, definitely put it in the comment section right underneath this video. We'd love to get the chatter started about that. Should Hasbro they created so many vehicles for G.I. Joe. Why not make a 1/6 scale helicopter for G.I. Joe? That would have been extremely cool and huge. That thing would have been massive. And here's our back of the box, our back panel. Backstory on Vietnam door gunner. Let's just get you a blown out shot here of the box. Just beautiful. And it tells the story of the Vietnam door gunner, his duties, his capabilities, what he's, what's his assignment, his mission. And as you can see, he's laying down some fire right there. Just excellent artwork. Beautifully done. And here's some more Joes. We did videos on both of these guys, the Navy crash crew and the search and rescue firefighter. See, there's the year 2001. Get you another blown out shot there. Really cool. And here is the equipment list for our Vietnam door gunner. He's got some equipment with him. Guys, what do you think of the Vietnam door gunner? Are you still looking for this guy for your collection? Do you own this guy? And I would bring him in a little closer. I would strongly recommend, if you don't have this guy in your collection, I would recommend getting this guy. Like I said, we bought ours from Target back in 2001, but Cotswold Collectibles carries this guy, and you probably can get this guy for about maybe $50, $49, $50. Maybe a little more with shipping and handling, but for the most part, I wouldn't go any higher than $50, maybe $60. I wouldn't go any higher than that. You can get this guy for a decent price, for sure. I paid $30 for this guy back in, and that was with tax, about $30, because he was like $29.99 with tax. That brought him to about $30-something back in 2001. So I wouldn't go any higher than $60 for this guy on the secondary market. But everything is spot on. Once again, that helmet is just phenomenal. Try to get you some good. Got the gung-ho grip hands. Like I said, this was one of the first Joes with the super poseable body. So you can really get him. He could hold his poses much better than some of the other Joes that didn't have those capabilities and that technology built into his frame. And this was a good time. It was just a really cool time to be a G.I. Joe collector. It really was. There's his revolver there. There's his bullets. Dog tags. And I love the fact that there's that rubber band that does not do anything whatsoever. Why is it even on there? But they don't really affect the figure in any way. Like I say, he's locked in pretty good around his waist, his arms. So he's locked in pretty good. So I'm not worried about it. He's got his boots on down there. Guys, we'll be here all day. I'm going to go grab a cup of coffee. You guys grab your favorite beverage. Kick back on the couch. Relax. Tune in to the M.I.B. Master Museum channel. God bless. And keep collecting.